Hello everyone, Pokemon Freaks is in here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a FIFA 15 Ultimate Team squad builder. Now this squad is going to feature players from the Bundesliga, the Premier League, and then the Ligue. Now there's going to be a couple of players in here that featured in my previous squad with Ibrahimovic and Suarez, but there's only a couple of them, and this squad it works completely different compared to the last one. Anyway, our goalkeeper is going to be Ralf Fährmann from Schalke in the Bundesliga. He's got 87 diving, 90 reflexes, 80 handling, 85 position, and he's 6'5", and he's an excellent goalkeeper. One of my favorite goalkeepers in the game. Now you could of course go with Neuer, could go with Leno if you're on a budget, or you could go with Adler or his inform, but I really like Fährmann here. He's been consistent for me throughout almost my entire use with him. There was a point in time where he didn't really perform for me, so I switched to Adler, or I kind of switched this entire team around here. But I got Ralf Fährmann now. He's fantastic. I really like him, and yeah, you can pick him up for probably around 25k. Let's just go ahead and yeah, he's actually under 25k. Oh, well, he's extinct. But anyway. Our right back is going to be Sergio Aurier from PSG. Now, I use this man so much. 317 games. I've used this man in 3 goals, 11 assists. He's mostly there to just track back and tackle the ball or get the ball back. He's fantastic at that. I really like him. Now, of course, you could go with the team of the season, Marquinhos here, but I like Aurier a lot, and I haven't really had a coin for Marquinhos, so I decided to just stay with Aurier. Now our center back is going to be the inform Medi Benatia. Now I use this regular card a lot, but I've also used this inform a lot, even though it only says 5 games with him and Fährmann. It was because I used or 4 different players here for a while. I sold on Fährmann, I sold on Benatia, but I've used this inform a lot, and I've used this normal card a lot. I find this inform to be better than his regular card. It is fantastic. I love him. 6'2", even though he has high work rates, he's still very good. 92 defending, 87 physical, and 76 pace is really good. And the fact that he links up with Jerome Boateng, probably my favorite center back in this game, which is our next player, of course. 141 games I played with this man. I think I almost played 200 games with his normal card, his 85 rated card, but Boateng is fantastic, probably one of the best center-back partnerships in the entire game. Boateng and Benatia. Now our left back is going to be the second informed Gael Clichy. Now Clichy is fantastic. He's one of my favorite left backs in the entire game. He's up there with Alaba, who I used a lot, but I also use Clichy a lot. But I haven't used him for 239 games. Basically, there was a glitch going on in Ultimate Team when I bought this team, where you got the stats from the previous owner, so it was kind of unfortunate. But I think I played with this team around maybe 70 to 80 games perhaps, so I've used this team a lot and I really like it a lot. As I said, I love Clichy. I find him to be so much better than his regular card. I like him a lot more. But anyway, our center defensive mid is also someone that you've seen before. It's going to be Philipp Lahm. Now, Philipp Lahm, best CDM in the game, or at least regular CDM. I haven't really used many of the Team of Season center defensive mids, but Philipp Lahm is bloody fantastic. I love him. He's so good at intercepting the ball and then winning the ball back in the midfield and passing it out to the other midfielders and the attackers. He's so good. I love it. And the fact that you can get him for like, I think you can get him for under 5k these days is just madness. He's absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend him. 87 defending is just the top of the iceberg. But anyway, our right center mid is actually going to be team of the season, Marco Verratti. Now, I don't really know what to say about Verratti. He's not my favorite player in this team. He works really well, his dribbling is fantastic, his passing is also fantastic, and he's actually pretty good at winning the ball back in the midfield. These 3 midfielders here, which I'll show you later on who the third one is, but they're really good at winning the ball back and then passing it out to the attackers here. But Verratti, he's got 60 shooting, and that is not fantastic for a central midfielder. Although he scored an absolute scorcher for me, he doesn't score a whole lot of goals for me, but he does get a lot of assists. Even though I haven't played 74 games with this Verratti, you could pick him up for, I think, around 32k these days, or close to 40k these days. But I think a player you could put here is Team of the Season, or any version of Blaise Matuidi. But I would really like to try out his Team of the Season because he looks fantastic. But unfortunately, I don't have the coins for him. But Verratti is rather cheap. I used to actually use him when he was 100k, but these days when he's around 30 to 40k, I think he's a lot more worth the money, you could say. But Verratti, not the best player in this team, but he's actually pretty good. But anyway, our other center midfielder is probably my favorite box-to-box midfielder the entire game. It is Yaya Toure. Only his regular card, but he's fantastic. He's got great stats across the board. He's extremely strong. He's got a great shot on him, and he's able to win the ball back. He's so good. I love him. I don't really know what more you could say about Yaya Toure, but he's fantastic. Our center attacking mid is actually going to be the Team of the Season, Javier Pastore. And he's also, oh man, 41 games, 20 goals, 26 assists. I remember the first 6 games that I played with him, I got 6 goals and 6 assists. He's fantastic. He's got 77 pace, 88 shooting, 90 passing, 91 dribbling. He's 6'2", so he's not your regular, or not like your typical center attacking midfielders like David Silva, Mesut Özil. He's strong, and he's just so good too. I used to use his normal inform card, his 81 rated card, and I found that one to be really, really good, but this one is just next level. He's so good. I just love pretty much every player on this team. Our first striker is actually going to be Sergio Aguero. And let's just put in the other striker into it. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Who else could it be? But we're going to start with Aguero here. 89 pace, 89 dribbling, 87 shooting. He's absolutely rapid and he's great at finishing the ball. But I haven't taken a lot of shots outside the box with him. Zlatan is that man though. He's great at taking the shot. He's great at he's just got so much shot power. It's unbelievable. He's a fantastic striker. Look at that. I played 307 games with this Zlatan. 328 goals and 102 assists. So not only is he a goal machine, but he's also a provider. So he provides it off to Aguero here, and then maybe even to Pastore, who comes from behind and attacks. But all this front three here is absolutely fantastic. Even though Zlatan only has 76 pace and Pastore's got 77 pace, it doesn't even matter. They got so high agility. As soon as they make a skill move, they just burst out with a lot of speed, and they are just fantastic. And look at this. Lam 76 pace, Verratti 76 pace, Yaya Toure 76, Pastore 77, he kind of breaks the mold, and Zlatan 76 pace. So anyway, I absolutely love this team. This is maybe the best team I've used this FIFA. I tried to win the FUT FC Cup with this team, and I lost 4 finals in a row. And I lost the last final with a header in the 120th minute. I couldn't believe it. But other than that, this team is absolutely fantastic. I love playing with it, and I'm going to leave a link down below to FutHead where you can see the squad and how much it costs nowadays. But anyway, I also recorded some goals with this team, and let's just jump onto them right now. So anyway, onto the goals now, and I'll try to explain why I think this team works so well. You can kind of see it here with the goal from Aria of all people. They actually scored a couple of goals from, well, I think 2 goals from me with this team. But what I think works so well with this team, that everyone makes runs and then everyone comes back, because both Verratti and Yaya Toure's got medium work rate, so they're able to get off the pitch but also get back when it needs to. And I don't know how Verratti managed to hold off the defenders there. He's 5'5", so he's not the biggest type of player, but he's actually got some decent enough strength. And you know what, Lam is 5'7", and I absolutely love him, so I don't really think that matters in terms of the players here, but look at these runs they're making. They're just finding the space, and then we got the players to supply the ball. And of course we got Yaya Toure here with the free kick, just hits the bar and goes down. He's my designated free kick taker, although I don't think he is as good as Luis Suarez. But look at that, burst of pace out of the skill move from Javier Pastore to put it in. And if you need someone in the box, Zlatan is there for you. Even though headers are not as strong as they were last year, Zlatan is still 6'5". He's still really strong and able to win those headers. And pretty much the rest of these goals are from our strike force, Sergio Aguero and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Now, Aguero is more of a player that I don't really know how to explain it, but Zlatan is more about power. Aguero is more about just that little bit of tapping, but this is a lovely goal from Zlatan here. Just a couple of skill moves, that spin, that body feint there, fake shot inside, and then just slotting it in. I love that goal. And there was just a lot of nice goals scored with this team, as I will show you in the end, where I will show you the best goals that I scored with this team. But both Aguero and Zlatan's got fantastic finishing, and also Pastore he's also got a great shot. I mean, I scored, well, even though I didn't record, that is what I'm talking about. Just a little bit of tap in there, just a chill little finish there. I mean, we got another one here coming up for you from Kun Aguero. Look at that, Aguero living the chip life. Thank you very much for that one. But just switching the play, and look at this pass from Aurier. I did not actually aim for Aguero, but he managed to get to him, and it was just a calm and collected finish from Aguero. Again, the body feint, the dribbling from all these three attackers, or yes, I guess I would include Pastore as an attacker too. But look at that Zlatan, that is not 76 pace, he's so good. I mean, all these players are really, really good. Just finding that space, finding that run, and I mean, all these players got great passing too. I think Zlatan's got 81 and Aguero's got 78. And look at this cheeky little finish there from Zlatan, just back heeling it into the back of the net. You know what, Verratti, even though he's got 60 shooting, he's going to have an absolute smasher there in the back of the net. I mean, that was definitely the best goal that I scored with Verratti, no doubt about it. Most of the time it was inside the box, but that time around I had the space and I figured, hey, I'm going to go for it. And you know what? Let's give Pastore the ball. Let's see what he can do. Oh my, oh what a strike from Pastore. Those are also some of the goals that Zlatan has scored for me in the past, but that I unfortunately haven't recorded. But look at that strike from Pastore. Outside of the boot, a long way out. Look at this curve on that one, just going in. The keeper had no chance. But here's definitely the best goal that I scored with this team, because I haven't scored a goal like this in FIFA 15, and oh my god, a volley from Sergio Aguero. I did not expect that goal to go in, but what a goal it was, because I've scored a few of those long shots during me playing FIFA 15, but I haven't scored one of those goals. And that's why I really, really love this goal. The pass from Pastore, and then the perfect volley in the top corner. It can't get any better than this. And as we're watching the replay here, I'm going to be ending off the video here. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.